Let's talk about pretty privilege, but for men. Let me grab my markers. Imagine there's like two guys. One guy is, say, he's jacked. How do I draw a jacked stickman? Something like this maybe. 1 second. Let me cook. Right? Let me cook. That drawing is actually pretty good. So look at this. We have got one guy over here who is jacked. We're not gonna give him names because it's gonna be obvious. This is the jacked guy, and here we have the classic stickman. Here's the skinny guy. There's two guys, right? One jacked, one skinny. Now, both of them have a speaker that they're like separately in their rooms or something, and they have speakers each, one speaker each. That's a very horrible looking speaker. And there's one very specific kind of music playing in the speakers. It's white girl music. California. Whatever. I don't listen to that. Cut that out. Both of them are listening to white girl music. White Girl 2010 Party Beach Vibes. You know the playlists on YouTube. Both of them are listening to that. Now for a second, if I just use my dumb phone here to cover up the skinny guy, just look at the jacked guy listening to this song. Pretty good song. You're not going to call him gay. You're going to tell him that he is being funny. He's being funny, he's being charismatic, he's being very confident even, you could say that. He's listening to white girl music. Now, let us use our dumb phone to cover this and look at the skinny guy. He is listening to the same music, exact same song, started at the exact same timestamp. There's going to be people in the comments saying that he's being gay. This happens so many times online. Like you will just need to look a certain way. If you look visually masculine, you are allowed to do feminine things. And if you have even a hint of feminism, maybe your neck is a little bit skinnier. If you have like a hint of feminism in you, they're going to call you gay. Exact same thing is being done here. The exact same songs are being listened to. And one is being called funny, one is being called gay. Now, I'm not complaining here. As a society, I still believe that we should have higher standards for health and aesthetics. Okay? So I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to make a commentary over here. I'm just trying to tell you the facts. Okay? Just stating the facts. Now, you could say that this is the halo effect, but it's not completely the halo effect. There's some elements. Wait, is this camera even recording? Yes, it is. Now, you could say that this is halo effect, but I do not think so. Like, there is certain elements of halo effect here, but halo effect mostly caters to the female gaze. How females perceive men to be, how attractive men are to females. Here, it's about respect. Let me just write that word down because it's so important. Respect. How other men treat you. If you look visually masculine, other men will not call you feminine, even for doing feminine stuff. If you do not look that way, you're going to be called gay. You're going to be called female. Right? Now, before making the comments under the Instagram post, you don't ask these people about the life history. You don't ask the skinny guy what things he has overcome. You don't ask the muscular guy what things he has overcome. It's purely shallow. You just base things based on the surface level of what you see. But what if the skinny guy has gone through more mental trauma than this dude? What if mentally he's more stoic than this guy? You don't give yourself the time to ask these questions. And I'm not saying that you need to ask these questions. Sure, in social media, you don't have the avenue to ask them, right? You can't start a conversation in the comment section. But look, you are consuming some intelligent piece of content over here. You're consuming some education. So you're not like the rest of the other Mr. Beast watchers, right? You have a brain and you know how to use it. And so you and me are intelligent consumers, and we need to act like that. Before casting judgment upon anybody on the internet, before typing in that mean gay comment in the comment section, I think we need to give ourselves some time to think before and ask ourselves this question. Am I judging him purely based on surface level? Just the looks. If yes, be truthful. If the answer is yes, then don't comment. Maybe if you comment, you're going to get likes, you're going to get a lot of laughs. Who knows? But I think we need to be a little bit more mindful about things because mental health is at an all-time low. We all know this thing, right? Each and every single comment could dictate that person's life and death. So we need to be very mindful about the words that we use on social media. That's it. And by the way, it's not just about the music. It could be men getting skincare routines. It could be men having mani-pedis. It could be literally anything which is stereotypically perceived to be feminine being done by men. Not just white girl music.